Unlike Donald Trump, we know that climate change is very real and an existential crisis for our planet. We are prepared to tell the fossil fuel industry that their short-term profits are not more important than the future of our planet.
Bernie Sanders using his victory speech last night to draw a clear divide with the president on climate change. The Vermont senator has been a vocal proponent of the Green New Deal, which comes with an attached estimated price tag of $16 trillion by some estimates. But my next guest argues that there's a better alternative, and he thinks it's time for Republicans to get on board. Joining me now, Congressman Dan Crenshaw, a member of the Budget Committee, who has just introduced the new energy frontier answer to the Green New Deal. Congressman, good to see you as always. Thanks for being here. So
Thanks, Martha. Great to be here.
Tell everybody at home in words that make sense to all of us what this is and how it would work.
Yeah, absolutely. The president talked about environmentalism at his State of the Union, and recently Leader McCarthy, along with a variety of Republicans, Representative Garrett Graves, Greg Walden, we've all rolled out this new plan that shows that, yes, of course we do care about reducing emissions. I have a small part of that, the new energy frontier, which deals with carbon capture specifically. And that has two parts to it. So one part is simply using existing funds at Department of Energy to invest in research and development and pilot programs for carbon capture within the natural gas sector. And this isn't science fiction. This already exists. There's a plant right outside of Houston that powers 5,000 homes, takes in natural gas, recirculates CO2 through the facility, and has zero emissions. So we can look at ways to actually scale that out. So these are real solutions. Yeah. What Bernie Sanders is talking about, he's talking about a socialist takeover of the economy. He doesn't actually care or have any solutions. None of these Green New Dealers do. And that's important to note. They care about virtue signaling. They care about yelling and screaming. They care about scaring children. We actually have solutions, and it's based in technological innovation that we can export to the world and actually focus on global emissions.
Well, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez obviously is very passionate on this issue. She went so far in February as to say this. Watch this.
There's scientific consensus that the lives of children are going to be very difficult, and it does lead, I think, young people to have a legitimate question. Is it okay to still have children?
That is just striking. I mean,
it is, right?
That is not a hopeful outlook on life or the country or the world.
Yeah, well, passion doesn't equal substance, and radicalism is not a substitute for sophistication. So the kind of plans that we're talking about, they're sophisticated in nature, they're based in science, they're based in innovation. The kind of things that they're talking about are based in fear-mongering. And again, you've read the Green New Deal. Most of it has nothing to do with the environment at all. And it's a dogmatic approach to an only wind and solar energy grid, which is simply physically impossible.
Congressman Crenshaw, thank you. Always good to see you, sir.
Thank you.